down there for big Roger Merritt. Finally palms it out. Footscray out of the danger zone, but both sides breaking down across their half-forward lines at the moment. Now they've got another chance. Footscray. Davies gets the hand pass out. It's picked up by Wigney. Footscray fired down as Davies. That was the roar. And Taylor tries to dump the ball further forward. It's picked up by Hogg. Up to Beasley. Makes good position. He's got to get clear of Richardson. Can't do so. And plenty of bears there. They'll run it out of defence. Scott McIver, long hand pass.
Yes, that is to Riddleson, to Hardy, to Banfield. Back at goal. Lester Smith's lost it. But Gibson backs him up. Back to Banfield again. A quick kick out of the centre. He was looking for Redmond, but Fidge waits over the back and takes a clever mark. He's got the loose man. Davies coming off the ground after that heavy knock. Rains has got it. He sets it up towards full forward and Micken. Micken loses it. His players crunching on top of it. There's Wigney going in after it. No, it's not. It was Michael Ford. In fact, it's kicked out of his hands and over the line.
So that Davies incident, I think we may have it.
Ooh. Was that elbow raised? Well, I think that elbow looked as though it was raised there, but only the camera can tell, and the umpires, well, there's the kick from Terry Wallace coming out of the bench. Two Bears players nearly collided. Merritt getting the hoots of the crowd. He gets the handball from Gibson and kicks long. Micken punched away by Michael Ford. Well played by the fullback. Hanbury, did he cop it in the back? No, he didn't, said the umpire. Hand pass. Back it comes to Baxter. He's done a very good checking job on Scott McIver. He gives it to McLean. Michael McLean's been an excellent player today. Campbell, he's got it. Adrian Campbell onto the left foot looking for Beasley. Beasley overruns it. Hardy's there. Beasley off the ground was good football. A race for the ball. Matthew Hogg. Oh, he's hit the post. Bad luck that to the youngster.
Looked to be a certainty, didn't it?
Oh, a lay down was there.
4-9 to 3-3. Davies looking a little bit the worse for wear at the moment. Hardy goes short. Richardson off. Hardy again. McIver. Roger Merritt still being roundly hooted. And to Riddleton. 2-on-1 against the Brisbane Bear. Listen to them. That's the man in question. Good knockout by Riddleton, but picked up by Wallace. Stephen Wallace has kicked a half forward. Wallace, oh, he got one a bit too high. And Taylor also on his knees.
There was a couple there. I was looking at Campbell lay one out as well.
Kick dropping short, knocked away by Lester Smith. Simpson's kick is short likewise. And a good safe mark is taken by Walsh. Walsh at the right half-back flank, relaying at the centre wing. A little bit too wide. Jimmy Edmund couldn't control it. It's out of bounds. Well, who are they hooting?
I don't know. I was trying to work that out myself, Pete. But they're very, very vocal. Our commentary box right in the heart of the one-eyed Footscray supporters. There's Vilchins and Simpson at the bottom of that pack. In they go again, and they're still hooting. And it's on centre wing, and the umpire will bounce it.
Well, Edmund now playing further up the ground, Peter, and Micken has dropped and is remaining stationary in that forward pocket.
Okay, let's go down to Bernie Quinlan, who has a report on Davies.
Yes, thanks, Pete. Davies appears to be okay at the moment. He did receive a high blow. As I was walking past the emergency umpire, he appeared to be putting the book away. So I think Roger Merritt's name has gone into the book for a reported for striking Davies.
All right, might hear more about that later on. Donnell, right on the 50-metre mark. He's gone for the short pass. Fidge let it go. It's picked up for the Bears by Waterson. And his shot is through for a goal.
The phone bill? I thought you were going to pay that out of your cheque account.
Well, there's no money left in it.
Well, use the other one.
I can't touch that for about another month.
But it's your money, Ralph.
Yes, but then the interest
Yeah, but it's still your money.
When the state bank launched the state banking system, it put 400,000 Victorians back in control of their money.
Well, let's pull some out of your interest-bearing deposit.
If you're still out of control, come and see us.
You've got to wait 90 days for that one.
So what were you saying about your money?
I've just called a very close friend, and when she answered the phone, I didn't say a thing, because I find that with friends, words aren't really important. You just know.
short skirts are back.
Are they?
You know, you used to look great in a mini.
Did I?
Light, crisp, Special K. Low in fat, high in protein, with no cholesterol.
Yeah, honey.
Bye, darling.
The well-balanced breakfast that keeps you in shape.
When did you get that?
I bought it yesterday. By the way, I think your cup's full.
Special K keeps you looking good.
Everything's right, so fresh and so clean. Beautiful colors, the brightest you've seen, the whitest of whites. You can get in a wash. Almost the one. In such brilliant reason, we can see why you use it. That's all right. The reason you choose it. That's all right. The colors and whites. That's all right. That's all right.
Coming up in 7 News at 6 o'clock, 2 people electrocuted and a third in a serious condition after a crane tangles with power lines at Scoresby. John Howard refuses to give full support to Nationals leader Ian Sinclair, and we catch up with a young footballing veteran, only 10 but with 100 games under his belt. Kate Dunstan joins me for all the details right after the football.
Footscray lead by 1 point after that goal to the Bears. We've been playing in the third quarter, nearly 7 minutes. A pretty low-scoring affair. Royal, his kick was touched off the boot. Taylor makes possession in front of Campbell and trips over James. Campbell just about legged. The umpire says nothing for that. Footscray supporters didn't like it. Richardson's hand pass is taken by Gibson, then turned to McIver and turned to Taylor, and they get out of trouble.
Andrew Taylor straight across the ground and in fact out of bounds in front of the Footscray coach's box, which is up high. There's the emergency umpire, who Bernie Quinlan thought put the book away after reporting Roger Merritt, so we'll certainly find out that later on after the game. There's Waterson, a high one. Dannella's in front against Baxter. Dannell punches it away. It comes back to Waterson. He can't get boot the ball. It's on the centre wing area as players pounce in on top of it. It's a high tackle, said the umpire, and it will be a kick. I think it'll go to Shane Williams. Yes, number 6, who started on interchange. Off he goes. Has done well since coming on. He kicks long, a beautiful kick. Beasley over the back. They're crowding him far too much up forward, though. Hardy, he really does read the play well, Hardy. Quick kick to Merritt. He's marked. He's getting the hoots of the crowd. Over it goes to Walsh. Nice long kick. Fidge in front. Oh, good mark. Strength by Fidge. Off he goes. That's excellent play by Fidge. Beautiful looking kick for Williams. Now it's Micken. Was he held? Back it comes to Williams. He's dispossessed of the ball. In they go after it. This is Vilchins. A quick kick to Terry Wallace. To McLean. And that's excellent defence that by Footscray as McLean goes wide to McGuinness. Oh, Taylor desperate was good play. McGuinness butters up though. He's got it. Terrific skills by Tony McGuinness. Terrific play. Onto the right foot he went and kicks long. In front is Beasley, and too tall and too good.
Strong mark.
Well, he's 50 metres out from goal. It was a very strong mark, as Don Scott said, and it is a very good overhead mark. He kicks it to Michael McLean, and that was intelligent play because McLean is dead in front, 40 metres out. Been a good player, McLean, today.
Yes, it's bad luck he had his season interrupted by that posterior cruciate operation or injury.
Well, the kick by Michael McLean is long, but offline and through for a behind. The slight breeze is blowing from left to right. To the end, Footscray kicking too. There's a section of the Footscray crowd who are very, very vocal today.
Davies looks as if he's coming on. It's amazing how these players recover so quickly, Peter. In the old days, before they hit interchange, you'd go down to the forward pocket and you just suffer, wouldn't you?
There's a contested mark there. Reynoldsson thought he had it. Finally spooned out. Picked up by Collins after it was shoveled on by Hogg. But the ball is coming back.
I can recall many occasions when players went down after tangling with you, they didn't get up.
I'm not going to come into that one at all. Vilchins. Beasley turns it a threepenny bit. He's kicked it straight across goal, though. We'll call it a centering kick to Richardson, who goes straight down the ground. Best way to play this long ground. Knocked away from Jim Edmund. Gibson on the bottom. Good tackle by Edmund. Umpire said it's going to be a bounce at midfield. And just as you mentioned, Davies is going to come back onto the ground. Be warm applause for him. And coming off the Footscray is Hogg. Very crowded affair around the bounce. Knocked away by Vilchins. On the shoulder, says the umpire. He's got a free kick out of it, which he'll take a little bit short of centre half forward. Haven't seen too much of him. I don't know how many goals he has kicked. Vilchins to half forward, looking for Wigney. Breaks the tackle from Merritt. The Footscray supporters will like that. Yeah, maybe some interference there. Or is the mark paid to Campbell? He's let it go. He's kicked 2 goals already. Now watch this.
Oh.
Was it against Beasley or was it not?
It's all right. Takes a courageous umpire to make a decision like that, or to reverse the decision.
So Campbell, one of the many rookies in this squad. Vilchins just a while back. Haven't seen too much of him. Hogg, Hunter, Wigney, Wind. Youngsters at Footscray are pinning their face on. That's not a bad kick. That's a goal.
When I found out I was pregnant, John and I agreed that we needed a second car. Well, we scratched the money together for that, but then we started thinking about all the extras that go with it. Registration, insurance. John was with the SIO. He's a really careful driver. He's a really good driver. But even so, we thought it might cost a lot. But when we went to see the people at SIO, they said that I could have the same rating as John. Well, it just solved all our problems. It was wonderful.
What I'd really like for Father's Day is an electric shaver. One that can give me a closer, smoother shave than I'm used to. A shaver with 3 settings. 1 for my chin and cheeks. 2 for the difficult areas. And 3 for trimming the sideburns. A clever cord or cordless shaver I can plug in or recharge and keep in the car or take with me to the office and even on the fishing trips.
Buy Dad a Braun shaver and you could win him one of 200 Hertz luxury cars for a weekend.
Now that's a great Father's Day gift.
Getting the job done with ease is simple when you have the right equipment. And having the right equipment is as simple as a phone call to Door-to-Door Hire. Door-to-Door Hire deliver the equipment you need right to your door or site, complete with instructions and ready for use, and pick it up when you're finished. At Door-to-Door Hire, a day's hire is 24 hours, not the normal 8 hours. And on some items, delivery is no extra charge. Open 7 days a week, Door-to-Door Hire are in St Kilda, Surrey Hills and North Melbourne. So call Door-to-Door Hire and get the job done with ease.
Discover the wonderful world of Saba Furniture Exhibition and Warehouse Sales. Undoubtedly the largest quality furniture display. A whole world of furniture and bedding just waiting to be explored. For example, lounge suites, bedroom suites. And discover the luxurious world of Saba leather living. So much to choose from and everything so reasonably priced and all under the one roof. Saba offers 1 year, yes, 1 year interest-free terms and free delivery anywhere in Victoria, New South Wales and South Australia. 1 year interest-free. Plus a written guarantee. No reasonable offer refused and admission is free. Take a stroll through Saba Furniture Exhibition and Warehouse Sales. You'll never know what you'll find. Saba, Frankston Road, Dandenong and branches. Come and say hello to Dave and Mabel at Saba Furniture Exhibition and Warehouse Sales. Corner of Greens Road and Frankston Road, Dandenong. Open 9 till 9 Monday to Friday and 9 till 5 Saturday.
Edmund off the ground and Harris on. 40 points to 32 in favour of Footscray. The Bulldogs by 8. They swing into attack again.
This is Vilchins, a quick kick, and they're looking pretty good at the moment. Footscray, good shepherding that by McGuinness. Allows Wallace to give it to Davies. Play on the advantage. No, it's not. It's a free kick. Coming back to Simpson. Let's recall that Adrian Campbell, who's kicked 3 goals, comes from Terrelgan in the Latrobe Valley in Victoria. That's the club that produced Bernie Quinn. Centre wing, it's a free kick to Walsh. Philip Walsh towards Fidge. Oh, gee, using strength. That's twice. Good play by Fidge. to Micken. Micken one out. He's in front. A big chance for Micken. Couldn't quite take the mark. It's kicked through for a point.
Wouldn't that be a free kick to Micken on that occasion?
No.
Why?
Well, I don't think the fullback's got to have some chance to try and.
But he placed his body very well in front, Mark Micken, and I believe he was infringed then either by Eccleston or Ford.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's Eccleston at fullback. A long kick. It's nearly a mark in front of Vilchens. Couldn't grab it on the second bite. There he was giving the hand pass, though, Vilchens to Wallace. Back it comes to the Footscray player in Hunter. It's at half back. This is Gibson for the Bears. He's hooked it back to Nell. He couldn't take the mark. In goes Reynoldson. Oh, good play, McLean. Fantastic play by McLean. As he finds Darren Baxter, the long kick. Michael Richardson doing a lot of good work across that half-back line.
As he has done for a lot of the season, to Scott McIver. Some pretty heavy traffic there. The Bears will get out of it through Lester Smith, who takes the hand pass from Gibson. And a well-directed kick onto the centre wing to Jeff Raines. Best kick in the Bears side by a long shot. Finch, who's moving around a lot at full forward. Or on the forward line, it's never really certain where they are playing. He's got a play-on call. It appears as though he went over the mark. Eccleston knocks it down. Hardy dragged down from behind by Hunter. Hanbury in front. Not a long kick, but the desired result was there. Out of danger to the boundary line. Off the hand of Shane Williams, and it will be thrown back into play. Another change being effected by the coaches. Coming back on as Hogg and going off as James. Reynoldson to Wallace. To Stephen Wallace. Stephen Wallace from Terry Wallace. Different spelling. Taylor knocks it down. McIver. Back to Richardson, who does the tidying up work on the half-back line. Waterson is in midfield. The Bears going a long way home for mine. Walsh lost it. And finally picked up by Banfield, who's kicked one of their goals. Over it goes to Gibson. And he goes long up towards full forward. Good defence by Ford. And the ball is rushed through for one behind to the Bears to make the difference 7 points.
Now, there's the best build-up by Brisbane there. The way they got it, one handball, and then Gibson running through a long bomb down into the goal square. Quickly, it catches the defenders out.
Yes, but I'd like to see Fidge down in that goal square and playing from there and leading a bit, as Philip Egan did for Richmond yesterday, and he kicked 7 goals playing that tactic. Over the back is Waterson. Oh, back it comes to Merritt. They're still hurting him. He gets onto the left foot, a poor kick, and it's Darren Baxter. Oh, beautiful hand pass that is to McGuinness. McGuinness, the running McLean. McLean, one of the best men on the ground as he brings it towards Beasley. Oh, tremendous play. That was great play, Beasley. He backed into his opponent to put him off balance. Then he went. He's looking for the short one.
Now, isn't that off? Because Fidge did exactly the same thing down here, and the umpire played call play on.
I think if you go off the straight line, they normally play call play on. I don't know. I don't think Fidge did, mind you. But there's Beasley. Well, now the short one's on. He was determined to give it, and he's found Darren Baxter. Well, that's great play by Baxter, because he instigated the ball from the half-back line, and he's followed up to the 50-metre line.
It all happened from a bad kick by Roger Merritt, didn't it?
That's right. And Baxter, well, Beasley's calling for it. He probably could have given it to him. 50 metres, probably won't make the distance from there. Gee, it's a nice-looking kick, though. A pack of players there. They all fly for it, and it's punched through, and that's a behind to Footscray. Takes them on to 5-11. The Bears are on 4-10, so the difference is 7 points.
The ubiquitous Brad Hardy. I swear that they had about 6 of him in the side. And he picks out Rod Lester Smith. And there wasn't a player within 10 metres of Rod Lester Smith. Merritt in front. Don't need me to tell you that. Stephen Wallace out to Hunter. Hunter's short pass is on to Terry Wallace. Wallace a little bit short of left half forward flank. Knocked away by McIver. Gibson missed it. Good block by Taylor. McIver to Walsh in turn to Simpson. Now Fidge is a long way from goal. And strong mark is taken down there by Mark Williams right on the 50-metre mark in front of Eccleston.
Should go long. He's too slow.
Should have kicked quickly. I agree with you.
Gee.
He does too much of that, Mark Williams. He's still one out, though.
Bill had made a cup of tea while he was About to kick that. It was almost a mark, wasn't it? The umpire says no. Play on. Reynoldsson. It's shoveled out to Wallace. Then turned to McLean. He'll have to get around Walsh. He does that okay. Goes in short onto the centre wing position. Bad kick. And it goes out to Ray.
That was very clever play. McLean looked up and he saw there was only one man out there in rain, so he deliberately lobbed that ball just inside the boundary line. It was great play.
Boundary throw-in is at left half forward. For the Brisbane Bears. Micken. Royal. Dragged off it. Made sure the umpire saw it. Brian Royal will take the free kick. Right half-back flank for Footscray. We've been playing in the third quarter, 18.5 minutes.
Royal to centre wing. It's punched away by Gibson. Now, who's that at the bottom? It was Rains, in fact. Now it's Shane Williams diving in on top of it, but it'll be a bounce. And the umpire will come in and take possession.
The runner's just gone out to Mark Williams. I wonder if the message was, as soon as you get it, move it down a little bit quicker.
I don't like that forward setup they've got at the moment. The ruckman resting at full forward, it very rarely works that. As we see, Walsh, I think you're better off with a mobile player down the goal square. Now, probably what will happen after I've said that, it'll go down there and Reynoldson will kick a goal. But there's Walsh. Now, Vilchins, their forwards, apart from Fidge, just aren't doing enough down there. There's Vilchins, an uncontested mark. A short one. Found his teammate there in Mark Hunter. Further afield to Eccleston. He's put in a very serviceable game, but that's a poor kick because it went straight to Gibson. Gibson to Micken. Micken the short one. It's dropped there. Wasn't a good pass anyway to Rains. Rains is good enough to go back and get it. Helping him out with Simpson, but the umpire will bounce it.
You wonder where a long kick has gone in football. Now, maybe, you know, I'm a little bit too sensitive or critical, but really, these players, they play possession football. They hit it here, kick it there. It's always short. One long kick.
Free kick going the Bears' way. And guess who's going to get it? The bogeyman, number 1, Roger Merritt. Merritt at midfield. Well, tries to kick it long. Not for too long. Eccleston, strong hands.
Played well.
He's gone out really wide to Wigney. Wigney at the right half-back flank for Footscray. That's a good long kick. The back is Merritt again. Uncontested, really.
Wigney's going to be a good player.
Short pass, Richardson. Thought about going off, now he will. Half-back, Michael Richardson, putting the Bears into attack again. Up to Fidge. Having a very good quarter, John Fidge. Possibly appreciating the move away from full forward. Still moving around a lot, and he did in that position earlier. That's a good mark to Williams. Let's see if he gets it moving a little quicker this time. Yes, that's better. Forward line, more open. Reynoldson in the square. Oh, a chance at the back. Will it go through off the ground, and booting it is Waterson.
Nissan Patrol, the most advanced four-wheel drive down under. It makes all other four-wheel drives seem primitive. With Go Anywhere Patrol's all-new four-coil suspension, you get the handling and ride comfort of the car. Patrol's powerful 4.2-litre diesel or petrol 6s leave all other four-wheel drives back in the Stone Age. Nissan Patrol. It's Australia's 4x4 of the year. That's Nissan know-how, building the right vehicles for Australia.
New Farmers Union Old Bitey is aged for 12 months to make it an extra tasty vintage cheese. But beware. It bites.
Kids love their granny.
My granny makes me laugh.
Nothing matches the wholesome, traditional value of Granny Davis jumbo loaves. Always fresh, always delicious.
I love my granny.
Weet-Bix is Australia's favourite breakfast, and that's why Sanitarium believe it's so important that Weet-Bix is low in fats, has virtually no sugar, is low in salt, and is packed with complex carbohydrates and dietary fibre, all the things that doctors and nutritionists now recommend. Weet-Bix not only tastes good, it is good for you. Every morning, more Australians wake up to the goodness of good old Aussie Weet-Bix than any other breakfast cereal.
Oceans of sun, a paradise found, decks of leisure, there's fun all around.
Make new friends, a top feeling, love each day. There's real meaning.
He was born a misshapen freak, left to die in the vast labyrinth of secret chambers beneath New York. By fate, he found her, a beauty he adored, and from beneath his grotesque exterior glowed a kind heart and a noble spirit. So began a tale of classic romance. Two lovers separated by an insurmountable barrier.
I've never regretted what I am until now.
Beauty and the Beast premieres Monday on 7.
21¼ minutes gone, third quarter. Well, it's shaping up to be a thriller. Footscray now leading by only 1 point after that goal by Waterson. Wallace's kick out of the pack in the centre, and there he is, the man who kicked the last goal. Waterson's kick, short, back almost to midfield again. Ball hits the deck for Hunter. Screws it around over the body. Waterson again got two hands to it. Couldn't complete the mark. On the bottom of the pack is Micken and Williams. Stephen Wallace and Micken. The latter losing sight of it. In goes Terry Wallace. Like the terrier that he is, Shane Williams off the ground. Hit Taylor amidships, and Taylor finally boots the Bears forward, albeit not very far. Donnell and Baxter through the mud heap. It's just about thrown out by Bernie Harris. Back it comes to Roger Merritt. Takes the hand pass and he puts the Bears into attack.
Mark Williams in front. Oh, nearly a good mark. Punched away. Terry Wallace nearly scooped that one out. Well, he did scoop it out. Darren Baxter wide to Steve Wallace. Oh, good shepherding by McGuinness. He's done a lot of that today. To Baxter. Baxter, a long kick towards half forward. Hardy, good use of the body, couldn't take the mark. Shane Williams crashes his way through. Hardy, though, playing a good game against his old club. Gets it to Waterson, who's had a good quarter. Waterson to Mark Williams. He's got it too. Now, who's there to kick it to? He centres the ball beautifully to Reynoldsson. Over the back, he couldn't take the mark. Michael forward. And he gets it to Hunter. Good defensive play, not good forward play by the Bears. Collins to Wallace. Wallace a short one. Beasley. Was it in the back? No. A hand pass. Eventually ends up with Hardy. Hardy a kick off the side of the boot, but it was nearly a mark. In fact, it was a mark to Terry Wallace running back to the flight of the ball. It was a very even contest. Could go either way this game at the moment. This is Darren Collins, a former Collingwood player. He sprints to 50 metres out. That's the way to play it. Beasley at the back. Was it a mark? Oh. No. Davies kicks it quickly. Hardy is able to trap it. Was that a mark to Beasley? I think 9 times out of 10 they'd pay that one. Wallace keeps it in play. James back to Wallace. He charges in after it. Back to James. Good football by Footscray. Ryan Royal sets it up with a short one. Collins back to Royal. Royal straightens up 35 metres out and kicks into Scott McIver. In goes Royal again. Oh, a lot of pressure on out there as the umpire says it's my ball. As coming away with it was Tony McGuinness.
And the Bears have made a number of changes, going off Bernie Harris yet again, coming on Tony Lynn, and this should have been a mark, I believe. And Jim Edmonds gone right down to that forward line, and Micken coming off.
Ah, that's. I thought they'd make a move at full forward.
Well, their forward setup isn't good. I'll agree with you on that score. Had nobody down there before. Wallace, too slow. Good tackle, Merritt. Davies. Snapshot over his shoulder. Gets a wrestle down there. Might have been against Lester Smith. Hardy.
Unlucky Beasley.
Picked up by Wigney. James. Davies, whose kicking has let him down today, and that one's no exception. Beasley made a grab at it and missed it. Campbell, their leading goal kicker this afternoon, went for a pass to McGuinness. Good tackle by Simpson. The ball spills loose. Campbell again. Hand pass to no one. Davies gets there in front of Hardy, ridden into the ground. Umpire's certainly letting it go. Walsh, well, looping hand pass to Rains. That must have covered 25 metres. Donnell. The Bears need to keep this moving while the forward line is open. They've got Edmund down there, but a bad pass to Wallace. Footscray will get out of it. Ball kicked up to half forward. James again. Back it goes to forward. Hanbury. Hanbury's kick up to Taylor. Had to shovel it out. Unfortunately for him, he shoveled it out to Davies, who kicks accurately for a goal.
Well, that's injustice. that is real injustice because Taylor should have received the benefit of the free kick, and I hope we get this on replay. I know you can't change the decision, but there's Davies who's come off the bench. Now watch this. There's the long kick by Hanbury. Now look, now if Taylor was not held, I will go he.
I agree with you, Don.
And there, anyway, that the result is on the board, and there's Davies running in after being concussed or knocked down earlier.
Time on being played in the third quarter. Davies' first goal. Footscray lead by 7 points.
Well, I agree about that free kick, but then again, the umpires are letting it go. Here's Royal starting to get into the game, and the long booming kick. Beasley, will it sit for him? He's got it. No, he hasn't. He lost it at the last split second and off his hands and over the line.
Now, you can't tell me, Peter, that a good kick like that out of the centre, it's worth more than that short chip.
I agree. Agree entirely, Don. That long kick, particularly if you've got a good full forward down there and one out, which Beasley is. There's Lester Smith. Oh, bad play. Shocking play. Too dangerous. And Collins has chipped in to take the mark. Now, his footing won't be good here because it's a bit muddy around that centre-half forward area. There it is on replay. Well,
unbelievable. Well, it is unbelievable.
Don Scott, the advocate of the long kick, and that was proved again there. But the distance, he should be able to make it. He's only about 35 to 40 metres out directly in front. There's the kick. That's a good-looking drop punt. It's a goal.
A 13-point lead to Footscray, who'd led by 6 points at half-time, and the Bears had led by 5 points at quarter-time. So Footscray's final 5 aspirations were all hinging on the last quarter. We pick it up 10 minutes into the last term. Once again, it's still a low-scoring struggle. Footscray have added 3 behinds, and the Bears have added 1, and the Bulldogs lead by 15 points as we pick it up in the last turn.
Well, it's on centre wing, and they want a quick goal, the Bears. They're just hanging in there at the moment. Footscray on top in general play. The quick kick was by Banfield. That was Reynoldsson. Donnell. McIver, long kick. Bernie Harris should mark this, and he does, or it'll be a free kick, in fact.
There's the longer kick anyway.
Well, Edmonds one out at the moment, but he's gone short to Simpson. It'll give the Footscray Blokes time to get back now. Jimmy Edmonds there. He's one-on-one. He's in front. Can't take the mark. Fidge goes in hard. Now it's Edmund. It's a free kick, though.
You called it right. It just gives the Footscray defenders time to get back when you start playing short position type football.
Well, I think it's 50 metres as well against the Brisbane Bears, and that was a vital opportunity. This is Michael Ford on screen. He's been picking up John Fidge today. Did well early, but Fidge has got on top in the third quarter and in the beginning of this last quarter. It's punched away by Taylor, who's done a pretty good job today to Donnell. Here they come again. McIver's lifted his game in defence as he brings it towards half forward, but again a poor kick straight in the hands of Mark Hunter.
Eccleston. Good shepherding from Ford. He's transferred play to the member stand side where he's got Baxter on his own. 20-metre hand pass to Stephen Wallace on centre wing. Promising build-up from Footscray. Campbell. Beautiful pass by the Traralgon lad. James takes the mark about 60 metres out. Into the pocket leads Beasley. That's a better pass. And Beasley marked right on 50.
That young Ron James, his skills are fantastic, Pete. His kicking skills in particular.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't shape up for a regular game.
Lacks pace.
Is that what it is? Because, as you said, the skills are there, aren't they? So maybe the ground today, holding as it is, suits him. Beasley. Won't be a score. Oh, now did McGuinness kick that, or was it over the line? It's a goal.
That was a great goal by the little fellow there, McGuinness. Running in and roving it, that packed very, very well. It's a pity the punch from the Brisbane Bears defenders just did not carry the goal-scoring line. You see here the ball. Now, there's the high ball. Now, the Brisbane Bears guys do well. They punch it. That was Gibson coming over the back. It was just bad luck that ball didn't carry. The intention was right, but Guinness, ever alert, onto it very, very quickly. A good goal.
So the Footscray coach's box would be a little bit happier now. 21 points. That's Footscray's biggest margin. We've been playing 12 minutes in the final quarter. And Footscray, are they safe? Williams paddles it out. Wallace got a good heave-ho from McIver. As Peter said, has lifted his game. Loses that one out. Picked up by Collins. Good tackle. Waterson. Free kick. Footscray, says the umpire. And another 50-metre penalty.
Well, they don't give them much time, do they, to get rid of the ball? Mackay.
That was red hot, that one.
I think the problem is the umpires really haven't played the game at a top, a top level, and they just don't appreciate what the players are going through. Also, these umpires are inexperienced, they're only young.
Well, the players, the guy that goes in to get the ball should be protected. There's the short kick, and it's Darren Collins. He's off. He went the hand pass, and he's going to try and hook it back. The long bomb up towards full forward. The high flyers are there. Taylor fists it away. Michael Richardson goes in after it. Been a good player today. It's grabbed by McGuinness. He's caught. He ducked the head. A quick hand pass to Shane Williams. He was caught too, and he threw it, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick in that last line of defence, and it will go back to Gibson.
Right back pocket. Bears haven't scored a goal so far in the final quarter. 21 points the difference. Mark is taken for them by Wigney. The left half forward flank centering kick. The target will be Beasley. At the back is Davies. Williams probes it well. Just about throws it out in front of his body and gets in to get it again. That was good play. Taylor takes the hand pass. Reynoldsson at half back. Straight down the ground. It's the way they've got to play it at the moment. Hardy at the back. It goes to Hunter though for Footscray. Canterbury unloads with a long kick down to half forward. McIver. Rains, who can kick the ball in towards midfield.
50 metres.
There's Mark to Donnell, plus 50, which may bring him to just within scoring distance. It's taken him down to about, let's see, 35 metres from goal. It's a decent 50 metres. Wasn't ever knocked by real estate from him, especially if it was in
Tony
Camberwell or thereabouts.
Tony Lim about to come on, and guess who's going off?
I was about to say that. Poor old Bernie.
Bernie Harris.
Oof, not the favourite of P. Knights, it would appear. Donnell must get this goal. Drifting away. They haven't got it. Behind when a goal was badly needed by the Bears. As Harris goes to the bench, 8-14 to 5-12, so an even 20 points. It means they've got to score 4 goals. Maybe a tall order in view of the fact they've only scored 5 so far in the match. Eccleston has the football. Lofty punt kick out to Ford. Well, almost to Ford. Donnell. Sharking it was Wigney. Breaking away is John Fidge. It's going pretty close, but again not close enough. One behind. Mark is taken behind the line by Eccleston. So 19 points the difference now in favour of Footscray. 62 to 43.
John Fidge's 4th point for the day.
Well, I suppose bad kicking's bad football, but he has been a mobile forward, Don, and they've lacked that in the last couple of matches, haven't they? Canterbury.
I think he's playing too far up the ground.
Fair comment. To centre wing.
They've got Edmund at full forward, and he's playing up the ground, Fidge.
Royal. Close to the boundary line, left centre wing for Footscray. Almost in the back to Davies. Footscray fans were certainly looking for a free kick. The umpire says no. Simpson goes, or hits the deck pretty solidly. And Williams, I think it is, just about caught with the ball, but the umpire will bounce it just off the edge of the centre square.
Well, a big task now. We've been playing approximately 16 minutes, and, well, they've got a good lead. Have to score, in fact, over 3 goals. Just over 3 goals. So, and the way they've been scoring, as Peter said a moment ago, the goals have been hard. 62 plays 43. 19 points, so 3 goals, 1 they have to score. Wallace to Royal. Oh, he ran a long way then to Hunter. He's going straight down the ground. Mark Hunter tapped over the top by Williams. Running the metre is Lester Smith. He kicks it off the ground, but it comes straight to Collins. This is Darren Collins to Ron James. Onto the left foot, he straightens up. He fires, and he is offline for another behind. So the difference now is 20 points in favour of the Bulldogs. There's a little Footscray supporter. And they'd be very happy with their team today because they lost a couple before. Of course, Kennedy is out and Hawkins, and they lost a couple before the game, as did the Bears, of course. Stephen Wallace, been a good player again. Beasley one out. Beasley might mark this over the back. No, it's punched away by Lester Smith. Grabbed by Rains to Richardson. Played a few games together, those two. Rains again off the side of the boot. Steve Wallace flies, can't take the mark. Grabbed by McIver to Waterson. Smothered by Royal. Oh, cleverly keeps it. Oh, terrific skills. Great play by Royal. He straightens up. The Beasley. And he's marked. What fantastic play that was by Brian Royal.
Well, he's not over-endowed with speed, is he, Brian Royal, as a result of the knee reconstruction he had before he even made his league debut. But what skill he's got. Look at that. The blind turn, the classical blind turn, and then the long ball, and Beasley reading it a little bit better and in better position than Rod Lester-Smith.
Well, he's kicked one, Simon Beasley. He's directly in front, and I don't think he'll miss this one. There's the kick. Oh, he's gone across goal slightly, but it's still a goal.
And goal kickers for Footscray. 26 points now, the difference as the sun comes out. Wallace. Things not looking good for the Bears. They'll be going back into the woods, I think. McGuinness. Up to half forward. Royal again. Skips over Richardson. Williams. Taylor. Goes inboard. McIver. It's around the umpire. Up to half forward. Ford almost took a miraculous mark. Good hip and shoulder. Put him back in business.
Strong.
Out to Hanbury. McGuinness at the back. Good grab. Safe hands over Simpson. At left centre wing.
You'd want to play well out in that wing with the coach hovering over the top of your Pete, wouldn't you?
Not too well because the Hawk.
That's his wing.
Is still out, isn't he? Doug Hawkins, Footscray's favourite son, plays on that wing. Whenever he is playing, he's out suspended at the moment, of course. I think he's
there. He is.
There's Mick. 1 week to go, hasn't he? Doug Hawkins before he comes back.
One more, and
one more, yep.
Kennedy's got 3.
Taylor. It may have been touched off the boot. Have to wait and see. Didn't matter anyway. Spinning out for Footscray was McGuinness. Collins, he's done well in the last quarter. Rains, dispossessed, through Davies. On the bottom is Shane Williams. Meakin, good shepherding for Rains. Not one of his longer kicks, though. Up to Donnell on right centre wing for the Bears. They still haven't scored a goal in this final quarter. Out to Walsh. He's been quiet today. Oh, bad hand pass. Picked up by Hanbury. On to Terry Wallace. He's got his usual share of kicks. He'll be needing a new jumper for next week. Knocked down by Rains. On to Meakin. Probably not be 100% fit. Is it a mark or free kick? It's neither. Again, Wallace out to McLean. Very talented player, this fellow. McLean to Beasley. No mark. Lester-Smith. Williams. They're in trouble. Richardson might have got a heave-ho in the back from James, but it will be a bounce on the 50-metre mark.
Yes, and, well, almost an impossible task now for the Brisbane Bears. And after a very even early part of the game, Footscray have looked the better side. It's amazing the breeze favouring the left-hand end of the, as you look on screen, most of the goals down the other end of the ground. Shane Williams has worked very, very hard. Wallace, beautiful play, Terry Wallace to James. And geez, been a good player again, Terry Wallace. Just balls in all the time. James, I said earlier, he's blessed with terrific skills, this youngster. Played VFA senior football in a grand final at the age of 14 and was one of the best men on the ground. Ron James will kick from 40 metres. Oh, he's allowed out to the right a little bit too much and has put it through for a behind. He's only a little fella. He probably, over the summer, next summer, would need to do a lot of sprinting work because when you're that size, you have to be quick. 70 plays 43, and the Bulldogs seem to have this game in their keeping.
I don't think too many would argue with you at the moment. Taylor, who I've been impressed with his display today. He's done well. Rains, past Wallace. The high flyer was Wigney, couldn't complete the mark. Hunter relays it and turned to Ford. Ford's gone for a short pass, effective as it was, to McGuinness. McLean doing some good shepherding work. He's chipped it in short, tries to find Hanbury. The best of passes he's delivered all day. Hanbury may have even given away a free kick, or is it holding the ball? Sudden death, isn't it?
It is sudden death. That's an apt description.
So Hanbury takes the free kick against Frank Donnell, who still glares at the umpire. Brian Royal.
He's lifted.
He has, after a quiet first half. Oh, he's run a country mile. Lester Smith on his own after some wrestling at the back of the pack. Lester Smith has had the job today on Beasley. He's kicked 2 goals. Scott's impressed with his work. We've seen him play better games now, I must admit. Davies.
That is the second bad mistake Lester Smith has made.
Almost identical.
Exactly right, except down the other end of the ground. And it resulted in a goal, the first one to Darren Collins. Look at this kick. And it, couldn't believe it, could you?
And with the breeze.
Davies is not the most accurate of kicks. So what's that one doing? One behind, I think. So Rod Lester Smith off the hook. 23 minutes into the final quarter, 9-17 to 5-13, 71 to 43. They're only 6 points in it at half time.
Bernie Harris didn't look too happy there on the bench, Pete. I think he'd rather forget this game.
I think so. Been dragged more times than... I don't know whether I can use it.
I was wondering what was coming next.
Can't use that. Put that one away.
A big hesitation.
But you know what I mean, don't you?
Yep.
Knocked down by Micken. Williams looking for a free kick for holding the ball. There won't be one. Yes, there is. He's paid it ultimately, and Williams gets the free kick at the left half-back flank.
Yes, Mark Williams. Oh, Wigney has been very disciplined at half-back. Again, he punched it away. This is Simpson. He was caught. Collins. Steve Wallace. Quick kick. It was a good play. Micken. Oh, he didn't take the mark. Shane Williams over the back. Sprints into an open goal, and it's a shocker. Put it through for a point. Lucky to get that. Just straight through for a point. But he has worked particularly hard, Shane Williams, today. And they brought him on early. He started on interchange and he stayed there and played well. 9-18 to 5-13, so 4 goals, 5. Davies.
Well, Rod Lester Smith is not having any luck kicking out, is he?
Well, there's another loose man. Will it get the mark inside the boundary? Yes, he did to Collins. Now, I hope they don't give 50 for that. No, it's not 50. But Darren Collins is right on the white line. He'll kick this one from. And he's going for the short one. That's intelligent play. But unfortunately for him, Royal slipped over. Mark Williams, a quick kick. Finds Simpson. Oh, great smother. Terry Wallace. He's caught. That will be holding the ball, I think he'll say, the umpire. Oh, gee, they've been
red hot.
Now, Terry Wallace is a very experienced player, and he can't believe that decision.
No, that one will really have to be looked at because the umpires were instructed on Thursday night about that decision, and they've been red hot all weekend on it.
Well, here's Darren Davies, who's played well, but his kicking's been pretty ordinary today. Lester Smith, oh, beautiful pickup. A quick kick out of defence. Finds Simpson and gets onto his left foot and kicks it wide. Is this out in the full? No, it's not. Still in play. Grabbed by Michael Ford. Long kick towards half forward. Gee, he's worked hard. Williams. Steve Wallace has too. That was terrific play. Campbell. Long kick. He's kicked 3 goals. Campbell. Beasley. Yes! The long kick to the goal square, and the advantage of the long kick, as Don Scott said earlier. Mick Malthouse looks on, and you've got a top full forward up there to take the mark.
Well, Beasley again in the right position. The high ball catching Lester Smith out of position.
Well, Beasley going for his 3rd, and he puts it through.
Keeping time on, just about receiver. If indeed there was to be one. 10-18 to 5-13. 15 goals and 33 behind. John, what does that tell us?
Well, and that Beasley taking that mark. I'm just looking at Beasley. Sorry, Peter, I was just reflecting on Beasley's performance. He's kicked 3-3 last week. He's kicked exactly the same this today. He's kicked 60 goals. That's 63 goals for the season. Last year he kicked 73. So he is maintaining that career average. He kicks around 70 to 80 goals each year. He did top the 100 mark a couple of years ago.
Close to siren time. 35 points now in Footscray's favour after that goal by Simon Beasley. Royal out of the centre, and when he does get it, he goes long. At the front, Davies spins onto the right foot. Beasley at the back, and another one, similar mark.
You couldn't be critical of Lester Smith now, could you? No, you really couldn't be.
It was just too good. That was beautiful.
Well, he was in front. Look, Lester Smith's in front. The only thing you could say is to Rod Lester Smith is to play him shoulder to shoulder. Don't give him so much latitude. Don't stand in front so fast. Feel him.
So Simon Beasley, who's kicked 3 for For his fourth and Footscray's 11th. It's a goal.
Well, that was the final score, and Footscray ran out winners by 41 points after kicking 4-7 to 3 behinds in the last quarter. Beasley kicked 4, 3 in the last quarter. Campbell got 3, and for the Bears, Waterson kicked 2 goals. Roger Merritt was reported by 3 umpires for striking Darren Davies. He was pinged by the field, boundary and emergency umpire and will face the tribunal tomorrow night. Now let's have a look at the league ladder as it stands at the completion of the round. Hawthorn 2 games clear of Carlton. Collingwood have moved ahead of Melbourne after the Demons have lost their last 2 in a row. The Bombers, despite losing yesterday, are still a game and percentage in the 5. But West Coast and Footscray have overtaken Sydney in that group, just 1 game outside the 5. And down towards the bottom, Richmond have gone ahead of the Brisbane Bears. Well, that's